Okay, let's see what happens here now. If it's going to do the same thing. I read something about video and hard drives, and seems to be working fine now. Okay, so ain't dropping too bad. Um, okay, now that the video is running, speed running fine, let's go ahead and do this test. Alright, so we're going to summon a brown bear. I'll go ahead and summon 3 and let 3 of them hit me. And as we can see here, does real damage from the blow to the left hand, right hand, so forth. That's what's happening. And let's turn this volume down just a little bit. As you can see, I'm taking no damage whatsoever. People might say, well, you armor. Let's debunk all this. Ain't got nothing to do with armor. Nothing to do at all. I can sit here naked. Come on. And basically that's what I'm doing right now. I'm sitting here basically naked right now. And same thing's happening. Now this is not a mod causing this issue, and we'll go ahead and summon one troll just so we can get this debunked out of the way. I got no armor on, and it does the same thing. You take no real damage from the blow to the chest. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy that line, because that is in the code, that string, and I'll find out where that string is leading. So while we do that, I'm just going to paste that piece of information over here on a notepad. And you get the picture right now. I got no gear on, and I'm taking no damage. Now this is on the server. This is the same files I'm going to download and run on my PC on a standalone server client. Now there's two servers types. There's the standalone, and there's the one that comes with Worm itself. You can download the the standalone, and I normally run off of that standalone, but I've done it on both a little bit ago, and it does the same thing, so it's useless for me to run both on this video, making the video even longer. It's long enough sitting here watching me kill these guys. Alright, so let me tidy up this real quick right here. I need to make a hotkey for this destroy. I normally don't make one because you can make mistakes with that. Okay, let me put my gear back on. No, I don't feel so naked, so let's quit this server. You saw it, didn't? Okay, now that we got that one out of the way, we're going to sit down and we're going to do this the other way. So, to prove to you that was my official server through Ping Perfect, I'm going to go here and I'm going to log into my server, and while that's doing that, I'm going to go over here and this is where I'm going to download the two server files, the server and the common.jar that I've altered, and I'm going to put them in here. And here is this, so let me grab the common.jar and the server and download them both, and you'll see they'll pop up over here. This is where they're coming. There's the common, there's the server. Maybe I can shut that down now. Then we'll take both of these, and I'm going to copy them. Then I'm going to go over here to my dedicated server, and I'm going to open up the file location. In here, I'm going to take the common, and the server.jar, and I'm going to delete them. They are now deleted, and I'm going to paste the ones we just downloaded in here. Now I'm going to launch the server, start it up. I'm just going to do this one test server. And we're going to go over here, and we're going to go to the creative server thing. And while we're in here, we're going to, I'm in a cave, so go in here and get my wand out. And while this stuff gets put in, we're going to go here real quick and we're going to turn off vulnerable. So we're no longer invulnerable. And we're going to turn off invis. So as you can see, invulnerable, no longer invulnerable, and no invis. So now we're going to summon our brown bear. Yes, my brown bears are a little bit bigger. We'll go ahead and put on auto flight. We're going to watch the combat. And here in a second I'll take some damage. There I go. As you can see, I got hit. Oh, got hit again. Well, it would help if I equip my weapon on it. Might actually hit the guy. Here. Catch it too. Oh, why did it do that? There we go. Okay, so as you can see, I'm taking damage, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish him off. Heal myself up. Then I'm going to go ahead and summon the troll. Come on, window. Work with me here for the people. Where's troll at? Alright. See if the troll does damage too, which he will, because this is run on a server on a PC. Now, a lot of people saying it ain't happen on my server. Well, you know, you're not being very specific when y'all say what y'all say. For one, there are many ways to run a server. Not everybody uses a host to run a server, and I'm going to go ahead and kill him so I don't die. Okay, so either you're running a server one of two ways. Either you're running it from your own personal PC that you're playing the game on, using a standalone server setup like I'm doing right here, or you have a machine set up on the side or a server rack at your house running it. Okay, you're running it one of those two ways. Whichever way you're running it, if you're running the server from home on a rack on the side or a machine on the side, then you're using this version right here, which is downloaded in the Steam on the standalone server. Okay, now if you're running a host, then you're running from somebody like Ping Perfect, Citadel, Bluefang. You're running from a host. Now, y'all are saying that this ain't happening on your end, so I'm trying to ask y'all, are you running a server from your house and this is not happening, or are you actually running a server from a host and this is not happening? Because when I run this from my house, it don't happen. When I run it from a host, Ping Perfect, it is happening. This issue is happening with this, so trying to trace down what is causing this to happen. It's not a mod. My mods are not like y'all's mods, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Excuse me. I'm going to open up IntelliJ, and this is where I mod. I do not use mod loader. I do not use the mod loader or the mod loader client. My mods are different, and it would be impossible for... Now, if I was using mod loader and mods out there, I would say, okay, this could be it. But I'm not using no one else's mods. What I mod personally in here myself, hard-coded in. This is not using mod loader or anything, so it would be impossible for it to be a mod and be the same thing happening with people who are using mods. And I know these people who said that it was happening are using mod loader and everything and using these outside mods, than for it being mine, because my mods are not available to the public. My mods are personally for my PC, for my server. As you can see, I have my own item template class. I have my own item list class. I do not use this stuff when I hard code in. For example, if I go in here to like the tile rock behavior, until the API comes in, I write that into their code. As you can see, if we can go over here, I'm adding cold veins in right now. As you can see, I'm adding charcoal veins in. So basically, you know, I'm not using any of their stuff. I hard code everything straight into their code. Let's just go down here to animal templates. When we go in here, yes, my code does not look like theirs. I have altered it so it's more readable in the way I like it to be. Example, I'll just go ahead and show you. This is the creature template creator, so let me just go ahead and grab theirs. How IntelliJ automatically does it. This is what IntelliJ does. When it actually comes down through here, it does this right here. And you'll notice right here, there's this long string of stuff just going down the line across the thing. Now I could use a wrap, but wrap ain't going to do it like I do it. It's not going to cut it, the string, it's not going to cut the string of data the way I do it. So if you compare mine with the version I got, I cut all this up. And then I also do other stuff, like instead of having this, as you can see, go back down here, this little integer array right here that has what the items drop on the mob. If you look over on mine, I actually create an integer array called items butchered, and I just call items butchered there. Instead of having the array make this even longer, I like this last line of code being like it is, with just this one word. And then I got this right here, or I have it where I call it just like the integer types array gets called in. Well, I created a butchered array. I do this for all the files, as you can see. And basically, when I want to add something, I just add into all this. As you can see, I got my little bitty notes talking about this, so I ain't got to look at the other page. Yes, this is a lot of clutter, but I don't mind this clutter. And you can see stuff that I put add at the end and stuff like that, my little notes. So I keep a track of what I'm changing, and when I look at their code and I have to re-examine what's been changed and stuff. And for example, this is the class I actually import in and use. This is before, I Java it. But yeah, you can do stuff. I mean, this is just how I actually go through and do all this stuff. So like when a new, for example, when a new patch comes in, all I gotta do is find the class that I changed, for example, and I just compare it. And this is what I do. As you can see, yes, this is saying this is different than this line. This here over here is my page. This is what I'm comparing it to, and I've respelled anaconda correctly, which it is misspelled over here. It's not an anaconda, it's an anaconda. So it's a spelling error that's never been fixed. But as you can see, I can go through here and see highlights, what's been changed, what's altered, and this is what I do before everything. As we can see here under the Hellhound, this is highlighted because it's in a different spot than where they put it at over here. So yeah, everything's there, but this stuff right here is like stuff that I added in the types. Other than that, this is how I mod. I do not use mod loader and all. Everything I have is straight coded in. Right now, this is all my modded files right here, up underneath this source. That's my stuff. And for people to sit down and say, well, it's a mod, would be impossible because I do not mod like everybody else. Everybody else is modding a different way, using a mod loader system and using mod loader commands and everything, and I'm waiting on an API. So I'm hard coding everything. So this is definitely not it. You cannot look at this because it works. It works fine. You know, my mod works fine on the standalone server on my PC. It works fine on both versions, the standalone and the one that comes with the client. But it's not working properly on the server, which this is what was reported on other people's servers who's using mod loader. So yes, I want to debunk everybody sitting down saying it's mod loader, because it's not mod loader, and I don't want to hear that no more because it's impossible for it to be mod loader. This is some type of server issue, whether it be on a server company's issue or a file that they have or how it's ran on their server. Something is messing a piece of data up where that's happening, and I'm going to look into it now even further with that description string. But this is the end of my video, and have any more questions, please feel free to ask.